Welcome back to PCTV Reports, everyone. Right now, I'm with Brent Stephenson. For those that do not know, Brent is currently an American Ninja Warrior athlete, one of the most highly profiled athletes with American Ninja Warrior on NBC. Brent, how's it going, brother?
Doing awesome, man.
Yeah,
how you doing?
Good to see you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. Now, you just got done with the show in Vegas, man. How was it?
Well, I will say that Vegas was pretty crazy this year. A lot of upsets in a lot of ways. You know, some rookies doing really big things, and then some heavy hitters going out early. Unfortunately, I am one of those heavy hitters going out early. I timed out on stage 1, I'm sorry, by 3 seconds. So,
but you got to the finals. And how many people can say that they've made it that far?
You know, very few. So it is. It's definitely a huge honor to make it to finals. You know, I've been lucky enough to get there consistently, so that's always awesome. Obviously, when you get there, you want to show up and do great, but you know, you got to take the bad with the good.
We're so proud. We're so proud.
Hey, thank you.
Now, Brent, you're from the state of Utah, of course. Now, what really got you into doing American Ninja Warrior stuff?
Well, you know, from an early age, I was just drawn to anything that got me flipping around or climbing on stuff. So my parents decided to put me in a padded environment, got me in gymnastics at an early age, great foundation. Being in Utah, from there I took it to the snowboarding, and then added diving, trampoline to the mix, and then parkour, and then I got into stunts, and that was kind of what led me into Ninja Warrior.
That's awesome, man. And now, how many years have you been doing this show again?
This was my 9th season competing, so this was season 10 for the show, my 9th.
That's so awesome, man. And it's so cool to see a face from the state of Utah, you know, to really have someone representing us really well out there. And not only that, to be doing as well as you have been doing, that's, you know.
Appreciate that. You know, I gotta, you know, represent my home state.
Of course. Now, that show, that's not easy. And I feel like there are certain things that you have to train for. So give us a little talk about what your training exercises are and how you prepare for an event like that.
Absolutely. It's definitely, you know, there's a huge diverse array of attributes that you need to be good at for the show. So my strength training is my foundation for everything. I strength train for about an hour a day, maybe 4 to 6 days a week, just body weight exercises. I also do a lot of rock climbing. You know, grip is very important in the obstacle world. So rock climbing, trampoline, believe it or not, is very important. There's always going to be some random trampoline on the course. A lot of people totally overlook that.
Don't even think about it.
No, not at all. And then a lot of mountain biking. Mountains are awesome here, great cardio. So there's a lot of good training here in Utah to do to prepare you for the course.
And you know, when you watch those shows, it really is amazing when you look at all the difficult challenges that go from each stage. You know, stage 1 might be more about agility, and then we get to stage 2, you're adding a little bit of weights in there, and stage 3 is almost all core and grip strength from there, you know,
yep.
So.
And no, you nailed it, yeah.
And that's amazing. So that makes those training exercises so important, you know, from the rock climbing, the aerial skills, and then just having the background with gymnastics and everything like that. So
definitely helps.
It's amazing how you can piece all those things together into one event.
It really is. I mean, who would have ever thought that this random sport would have been created that requires all this crazy stuff, but it's a blast.
And you know, I know a lot of people will say, oh, I can do that. Give us a little talk of what it's like being out on the actual course.
I mean, that's how it really started for me. A lot of people don't know this, but it started in Japan a little over 20 years ago. So I started watching it and I was like, man, I could totally do that. And I've been trying for 9 seasons now. Still haven't completed it, come close. But no, it's definitely, you know, people on the show have been training some of them years, you know. So they make it look easy until they get wet, of course. But so it's definitely easy to sit there from the couch and be like, oh yeah, I could totally do that. But once you give it a shot, it's definitely a lot harder than it looks, but you get hooked real quick because it's a blast.
I mean, there's a reason why the show has been going on for so long, and you're right, it did start in Japan, and that was a show for so many years. And there really is, you can just tell why so many people love it. And it's awesome to see how global it's getting with the European rock climbers coming into the mix now, as well as the Americans, the Japanese that are always into it. So it's great to see this event really going global.
Definitely.
So,
yeah.
And now you are even opening up your own shop in Utah.
Yes,
Talk to me about that.
Cool, I'm excited. That was the mission to coming back to Utah. Start up a training facility. It'll encompass a lot more than Ninja Warrior, but it'll definitely have Ninja Warrior training for both kids and adults. I'm really excited. It's in the early stages of development, so keep your eyes peeled though. It'll be coming your way.
That's awesome, man. And you know, thank you so much for meeting with us today.
Absolutely,
it was a blast.
Good time.
Pleasure to be getting to meet the famous Brent Stephenson. Please, everyone, tune in. Brent is going to kill it. He has been killing it, and for years to come. My name is Nick O'Kane with PC TV Reports. This is Brent Stephenson, American Ninja Warrior. We hope you have a nice rest of your day.
And keep your eyes peeled for Nick, because we're going to get him on the course next time. So
I like that.